The Battle of Asiago, or the Trentino Offensive, nicknamed Strafexpedition by the Austrians, was a counter-offensive launched by the Austro-Hungarians on the Italian front on May 15, 1916, during World War I. It was an unexpected attack that took place near Asiago in the province of Vicenza after the Fifth Battle of the Isonzo. Commemorating this battle and the soldiers killed in World War I is the Asiago War Memorial. Background. Already for some time the Austrian Commander-in-Chief, General Konrad von Hotzendorf, had been proposing the idea of a Strafexpedition that would lethally cripple Italy. Austria-Hungary's ex-ally claimed to be guilty of betraying the Triple Alliance, and in previous years he had had the frontier studied in order to formulate studies with regard to a possible invasion. The problem had appeared to be serious, mostly because the frontier ran through high mountains and the limited Italian advances of 1915 had worsened the situation and excluded a great advance beyond the valleys of Al-Shugana and Val-Lagrina and the plateaus of Lavarone, Folgaria and Asiago. The geographic location of the routes of advance was conducive to the original plan, which called for an advance from Trent to Venice, isolating the Italian Second and Third Armies who were fighting on the Isonzo and the Italian Fourth Army who was defending the Belluno region and the eastern Trentino. The preparations for the battle began in December 1915, when Konrad von Hotzendorf proposed to his German opposite number, General Erich von Falkenhayn, shifting divisions from the Eastern Front in Galicia to the Tyrol, substituting them with German divisions. His request was denied because Germany was not yet at war with Italy, and because redeploying German units on the Italian front would have diminished German offensive capability against Russia. After having received a negative reply from the Germans, who refused the proposed replacement and actively tried to discourage the Austro-Hungarian proposed attack, Konrad von Hotzendorf decided to operate autonomously. It was not so easy, however, because the Italians had deployed in the area about 250,000 troops. Italian intelligence had been gathering information about an impending enemy offensive in Trentino, and a big one, for about a month. But Cadorna dismissed those reports, persuaded as he was that nothing could happen in that region. Battle. On May 15, 1916, 2,000 Austrian artillery guns opened a heavy barrage against the Italian lines, setting Trentino afire. The Austrian infantry attacked along the 50 km front. The Italian wings stood their ground, but the center yielded, and the Austrians broke through, reaching the beginning of the Venetian plain. With Vicenza about 30 kilometers away, all the Italian forces on the Isonzo faced outflanking. Cadorna hastily sent reinforcements to the First Army, and deployed the newly formed Fifth Army under Pietro Frugoni to engage the enemy in case they succeeded in entering the plain. The situation was critical. However, on June 4, the Russians unexpectedly took the initiative in Galicia, where they managed to enter Austrian soil. Although they were effectively countered by German and Austro-Hungarian troops, Hotzendorf was forced quickly to withdraw half of his divisions from Trentino. With that, the Strafexpedition could no longer be sustained and the Austrians retired from many of their positions. Italian troops in the region were increased to 400,000 to counter the Austrian positions. Although the Strafexpedition had been checked, it had political consequences in Italy. The Salandra Carbonate fell, and Paolo Boselli became the new prime minister.